Last lesson, quitting and resuming. Today, where the model actually comes from, LLM providers. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand what an LLM provider is, why OpenCode needs one, and what your options are. We won't connect one yet, that's next lesson. Today is about understanding the category. What is a provider? A company that hosts a model. The model has to run somewhere. Running a model takes serious hardware, usually big GPUs in a data center. A provider hosts the model on their hardware. You pay them per token, usually. You never run the model yourself, unless you set up a local model, covered later. Examples. OpenAI hosts GPT models. Anthropic hosts Claude models. Google hosts Gemini models. OpenRouter is an aggregator, one API key, access to many providers. And local options, Ollama and LM Studio, run models on your own hardware. OpenCode supports all of these. Providers host models. You pick one and connect. Don't confuse model with provider. Provider is the company, OpenAI. Model is the specific AI, GPT 5.2. One provider hosts many models. OpenAI hosts GPT 5.1, 5.2, 5.1 codecs, and more. OpenCode supports many providers, each with many models. Total, over 75 models available through OpenCode. How do you pay? Most providers charge per million tokens. Input tokens and output tokens priced separately, output is usually more expensive. Free tiers exist for some models, and we'll cover those. Flat-rate subscriptions also exist, ChatGPT Plus, Claude Pro, Gemini Advanced, where you pay monthly and get a usage allowance. What is an API key? A long string of random characters that proves you're allowed to use a provider's model. Issued by the provider when you sign up. Treat it like a password, never commit it to Git, never share it publicly, never paste it into a chat. OpenCode stores it in your local config, encrypted at rest. API key equals your password. Treat it like one. Picking a provider comes down to a few factors. Cost, what fits your budget, including free options. Quality, different models have different strengths. Privacy, what fits your data sensitivity, especially for work code. And convenience, what subscriptions you already have. We'll cover the OpenCode Zen option next lesson, which simplifies all of this. If you remember one idea, provider hosts, you pay per token. Provider is the company hosting the model. Model is the specific AI. API key is your access password. And you can switch providers anytime, OpenCode is never locked in. Quick recap. A provider is a company hosting models. Examples, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, OpenRouter, and local options. You pay per million tokens, usually. API key is your access password. Coming up next, OpenCode Zen. We've covered providers in general. Now we cover the easiest way to get started, Anomaly's curated Zen service. Free models included. We'll see if it's right for you and how to use it. Providers host models. Pick one. Switch anytime. API key, your password to AI. Many providers. Many models. Pick and switch freely. Thanks for spending this time with me. Next, OpenCode Zen, the easiest way to start.